welcome to the Git series. In this video, we are going to implement a branching mechanism. In the previous video, we have seen what is a branch and how you check out a branch and how a group of people like a team members can work collaboratively on a remote repository. How can we make all the changes on individual local repository, local branches, and then push them into the remote branch and then merge into the remote repository. Now let's implement this structure. Okay, this is our repository. As we have seen in the previous video, we have one file here. This is our master branch and there is no branch exist here. Okay, now we are going to create a branch. See, the step is create a feature branch from the master. Let me zoom in. Okay, the first step, create a feature branch from the master. We are going to create this branch in local. How we create the branch? See, we are already in the master branch. Let's check that. Git status. You can see here we are already on the master branch. How to create a local branch is git branch. You can provide a branch name. Let me say my feature, or otherwise I can give user registration. Okay, user registration is my branch. Okay, now the branch is created. To check whether the branch is created or not, you can use git branch -- list will list you all the branches. See, now you are on the master branch and we have one more branch, user registration. If you want to switch to that branch, you need to use git checkout user registration. See, now switch to branch user registration. When you are creating a feature branch from the master, whatever you have on the master branch are present in the user registration branch. Whatever you have on the master, that is also the same replica is present on the user registration branch. And now let's create one more file here. Let me open the folder because we have one folder here. See, this is our master and there is a one more branch created here. Now I am going to create another file, touch file2.txt. See, we are on the user registration feature branch and now we can see two files are there. Now let me switch to a master branch and you can see only one file. Git checkout master. Switch to a branch master and your branch is up to date with. Just a second. Okay, let's move on. I'll tell you. Okay, let me switch it back to git checkout user reg. So now I am on the feature branch. I have created a one more file here and now I'm going to add something on the file2. Vim file2.txt. I am going to insert something. This is on user registration branch. Okay, now let's see whether the content cat file2.txt. See, this is on user registration branch. This is the text present on this particular file2.txt. Now let's check the git status. And see, there is a file2.txt, and ignore about this one. This is already there in my it's a this is something which I have already deleted earlier. Now let's add this file2.txt to a stage or index. Git add file2.txt. Now this file is added. Let's see git status. And see, you can find there is a one tracked file, the other one is an untracked file. Let's take care about this file2.txt. Please ignore about this ds underscore store. Now I am going to commit this into my local repository from the stage to the local copy. Git commit -m. This is my file on user registration branch. Okay, this is my message. I just committed. Let me check the git status. Okay, now that file is committed to the local copy. So far we have created a file to here and we add them to a stage, and from the stage we committed to the local copy, and now we are going to push this specific branch to a remote we are going to push this particular branch to a remote. Let's see how we'll do that. Now we have committed all our changes into a local, and now I am going to push. Git push origin -u, and we need to provide the branch name user reg. And see, now this branch is being pushed to the remote. Let's go to our remote. Let's refresh this page. And see, we have a branch created in the remote repository. If you switch to the user registration branch, you should be seeing whatever you have on the master branch file1.txt and the new thing, the new file which we created on that specific branch. Since when you create a feature branch from the master, whatever there on the master, that comes to the feature branch, and whatever the new file you created, that's going to present on the feature branch only. That will not be present on the master. Let's switch to the user registration. You see, you are seeing file1.txt. This comes from the, when you create a new branch from the master, this file was already there, and this file2.txt is specific to this particular branch, and this is not exist on the master. And see, now you can find a branch on the remote. Okay, and now if you see, the master branch has only one file, and your feature branch is having one more file, that is file2.txt. Now if you want to merge the feature branch to the master, how we can merge that? Let's see. Before we move on, let me make sure whether I covered all these things. Create a feature branch from the master. What is the command you use to create? Let me write the commands here. Git branch name, and for this you know how to add a file. Git add star or file2.txt. and what about this? Git push origin -u, and what is that branch name? User reg is my branch name. Otherwise, let me put it like this: branch underscore name so that merge them to a master. Now let's see how to merge them, how to merge your feature branch to a master branch. Let's go to a terminal. Let me clear this. To merge your feature branch to a master, and the destination branch is the master, so we should check out, we should be on the master branch. Git checkout master. So we are on the master branch. Now we are going to merge from feature to this master branch. Git merge. What is our feature branch? User registration. See, now you merged successfully. You are updating this. One file is changed and one insertion. Now let's see git status. You are on the master branch. Your branch is ahead of origin master by one commit, and so our feature branch, that particular it is having a one commit ahead. So we have something happened, some commit is there which is not present on the master, so we are ahead of the master. So now we are going to merge them. See, whatever you have done, git merge user registration, that happened in the local. Let's go to the remote repository and let us switch to the master branch. You will not be finding those changes because whatever you merged, they are still in your local repository. See here, in this particular local copy, you have your feature branch. The same way how you have a remote feature branch, you have your local feature branch, and you have your master branch also here. So you okay, assume this is your feature branch and this is your master in your local. This is your master, and you merged your feature to your master branch, and now you need to push this to the remote so that whatever you see in this particular local master, that will be on the remote. Let us just use a git push. Okay, see, we are successfully pushed to the remote. Let's go to the remote once again and let's refresh the page. I think this time we are seeing both files are existing on the master branch. See, we are on the master branch, and this file 2 is created in a feature branch, and that is being merged to the master successfully. See, this is how we can work on a feature branch and we can merge them to the master or the target branch. But in general, in the organization, when you are merging to the branch, like either it would be a development branch or a master branch, and you need to raise a pull request. You need to raise a pull request and have some reviewer, and so that they will be looking at your code, and if they're satisfied and if they feel like okay, this is good, it's like a kind of a peer review. Your team, some other person will be reviewing to make sure like everything is proper. Once they approve, you would be able to merge them. How to create a pull request is, like you can click pull request. You can select from which branch to which branch you are actually doing. Okay, this is the base. Let me keep this master, and you can keep this as user registration, and then you can do, since like there is nothing to compare because we have already merged them, so you are not saying there is nothing to merge. Actually, they both are on the same version. Let us come back to our okay, this is our repository. We are in a master branch, and now let me show you one more thing, creating a feature branch. See here, you created a branch like this, git branch name, and then you checked out to switch there, git checkout you used a branch name to switch to that specific branch. Instead of using these two commands, what you can do is there is a one more thing. You can simply use git checkout hyphen b, and you can give your branch name. Okay, if you use this particular command, whatever the name you provide here, with that name a feature branch will be created and it will be checked. You will be on the branch feature branch name. Let me show you. Now we are on the master branch. You can check here git status. Okay, let me clear. See, you are on, we are on the master branch. Now I am going to use this particular command. You can see the difference. I'm going to give a make payment or payment. Payment is my feature branch name. I am giving git checkout hyphen b payment. Instead of using these two commands, creating a branch separately and then check out the branch, I'm doing directly creating a branch and checkout. See, this branch is created and switch it to a new branch. Now let's see, git branch hyphen list. See, you can see like a master, a payment and user registration. There are three branches present, but these two are already in the remote, but payment is not in the remote, it is in your local. This is your local branch. Until you push that to the remote repository, you will not be seeing over there. Now let me show you how to delete the branch. Okay, to delete a local branch and a remote branch, they both are two different objects. Though you have some tracking, the git will be treating the local branch is a separate and the remote branch is separate, and to delete them we need to use two different commands. If you delete on the local, it will not be deleted on the remote. How you do that? Let's see. It is git branch hyphen d payment. If I use this cannot delete branch payment checked out. Okay, that is my local branch and I am on the payment branch and I am trying to delete. That's why it is not allowing. Let me git checkout master. Now I am on a master branch. I'm going to delete this. See, the payment branch is deleted. If you want to verify, git branch hyphen list, and you can see the payment branch is deleted. Now we are on the master branch. Okay, since the payment branch was a local branch, we deleted locally, and now let's delete a branch which is on the remote. Okay, how to delete the remote branch? To delete the remote branch, the command should be git push origin hyphen delete and the branch name. For a local branch, you are going to use a git branch hyphen d and delete. For a remote, this is the command. User registration is our remote branch. If I run this command, this particular branch which is there on the remote will be deleted. Let me run this. Failed to push some references. Okay, Here it should be hyphen hyphen delete. Okay, this particular branch is deleted. Now let's verify on the remote whether the branch is deleted or not. Let's refresh the page and see the user registration branch was successfully deleted from the remote. Now that branch is not there. Whenever you create a feature branch to work on a specific functionality or a task, once that's being merged to the master, you better delete that feature branch instead of working on the other task. Once it's being merged, delete that feature branch, create another branch with your Jira ticket number or some the task name, or you can provide the user who is working on that. You can give some meaningful name to the branch, and so that everyone can understand, okay, on this particular branch what functionality is being developed, instead of simply giving like a username or like a Jira ticket number. If you can mention some description, uh, the branch name, it should be some self-explanatory for someone who is looking at the repositories. Okay, and this is how we can do. Let me go to the steps and see. Now we have seen how to create a branch and how to switch the branch, and then we know how to add a file, and we know how to push them to the remote and merge them to the master. Okay, let me write the command here. Git merge branch name. Before merging, what is your target branch, where you are merging, like a two branch, you should be on that particular branch. Here let me mention user should be on target branch. This feature is our source and master is our source. Master is our target, and first we should switch to the master, that is our target branch, and then you need to use git merge branch. This is our source or feature branch, and you know how to delete the local branch and how to delete the remote branch. And there is a one more option here to delete a local branch. Let me tell you, git branch instead of a small d hyphen a capital D. What is difference between these two are, this is a soft delete, which means if your branch changes are committed, otherwise I can mention in other simple words, or what I can tell you, no tracked or untracked files, which means if there are no changes on your local branch from the head, so everything should be committed first, and then you can delete the branch. Here, irrespective of any changes present on the local, it will delete. Though any changes are made in the working copy, branch will be deleted. So whenever you are using a git branch hyphen capital D and the branch name, make sure you saved all your work which really required for you. If you are using a small d, it will not allow you to delete until you commit or you track the changes, like whatever the local copy file additions that you have done, you need to commit, only then you can delete. But if it is a capital D, it is a forced delete. So forcefully you are deleting. If you use this, all your working copy changes, the local changes, that whatever you have made from the head will be deleted. So be careful when you are using git branch hyphen d hyphen capital D. Always use a git branch hyphen small d to delete the branch after you make all your changes committed to the repository. I hope you understand the concept of this branching, how to create a branch and adding the files and push them to the remote, and how to merge two branches, and then like deleting a local branch and deleting the remote branch. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment on the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.